New information tonight about one of the doctors highlighted in our bad medicine investigation, Dr. Oscar Ramirez, the surgeon who operated on a woman from Baltimore County who died after her procedure, has lost an appeal to get his medical license back. As ABC 2 News investigator Josie Sturman explained, it took years to revoke his license in the first place. She broke the news about those lengthy delays. Now, Josie is back with more on how the State Board of Physicians is changing so it doesn't happen again. Josie.
That's right, Christian. We uncovered delays in doctor discipline as long as 7 years as part of our look at how the Board of Physicians does business. The state is also putting the board under a microscope after turning up their own disturbing findings. Abusing drugs and alcohol, trading sex for medication, even playing a role in the deaths of patients. Those are some of the serious claims we found inside the discipline files of Maryland doctors. But an ABC 2 News investigation uncovered that even in those disturbing cases, justice isn't always swift.
When I found out, I was absolutely shocked. Yes.
Maryland Delegate Wade Koch was shocked to hear about lengthy delays in discipline carried out by the Maryland Board of Physicians. Of the 49 doctors whose records we examined, discipline took an average of 21 months, although some cases dragged on as long as 7 years. But we're not the only ones looking at the board.
The Sunset Review sort of hit the board like a tsunami.
Dr. Paul Elder is talking about a recent state audit of the board where he serves as chairman. The nearly 200-page report was done to evaluate how well this agency is operating.
It was my impression that the board is doing a reasonably good job.
But that's not how auditors felt. They issued harsh criticisms of the board, citing a backlog of complaints and increasing delays in resolving them, with hundreds of cases left open.
I think the more concerning part of the audit was that overall, things are just moving in the wrong direction.
Dr. Joshua Sharfstein is Maryland's health secretary. While his agency is separate from the independent Board of Physicians, he says the serious issues brought to light in the audit left him no choice but to step in and offer guidance.
I think that it can be very hard for organizations that are generally off on their own, like a board is, to change significantly, and I think it requires outside intervention.
And that will come from 3 sources: a newly appointed executive director and outside consultants selected by Sharfstein, and the watchful eye of lawmakers like Delegate Koch, who sits on the committee that will determine whether the board survives in its current form.
We need to know why they can't do the job.
For his part, Chairman Elder says the board is doing its job despite funding and staffing challenges. He touts their success in prosecution, noting that through thorough investigation, once charges are brought against bad doctors, they typically stick, even at the highest levels of appeal.
There's something noteworthy about the quality of our work product when we're able to identify somebody who really needs to be sanctioned.
But those sanctions can be months or years in the making, as our investigation exposed, potentially putting patients at risk as cases are examined.
That is unfortunate when that happens. It is extraordinarily unfortunate, and I wish that it did not happen. But we are bound by certain rules and regulations as to how to deal with these cases.
Cases the state hopes new leadership will help to move along.
The board knows, like in any human endeavor, things can be done better, and we are working to do that.
Changes in leadership are just the beginning. Dr. Sharfstein has also asked the board to start tracking and posting the time it takes to resolve complaints. Dr. Elder says the times, especially in what appear to be stale cases, can be misleading because they often have to close a case temporarily until more evidence or another victim comes forward. Then everything gets lumped together and action is finally taken. But we did our own time tracking, and you're going to see it on the special site we've created. It's abc2news.com/badmedicine. And we want to show you this right here on our website. You can go through, watch every story we've done as part of this investigation, and most importantly, look up doctors by name or complaint. We want to show you just one quick example. Dr. Eric Greenberg. You click this, what you're going to get is a profile of these doctors, a picture potentially, all the information about their timeline, as well as quotes from their disciplinary action. You can even click and read these court documents yourself. Go back through, check your doctor, see our doctor spotlight, see the most common complaints. It's all at your fingertips at abc2news.com/badmedicine. Josie Sturman, ABC 2 News.